I'm David Rosengren, and this is the Video Assessment of Simulated Encounters, or VASE. The VASE evaluates clinician skills in situations that approximate real clinical encounters. You may use this tool as either a learning device or a research method. Here's how it works. You will see an actor portray a client. The actor will make a statement, and then you will be told to turn the page. Do not turn the page until asked to do so. You should read the instruction on the page and then respond on your answer sheet in the space provided. When you are asked to give a response, the video screen will freeze. There will be a number listed in the upper left corner of the screen. Make sure this matches the number on your answer sheet. A timer will appear on the screen. This indicates how much time there is remaining to provide an answer. Please note that the response times allowed are brief. This brevity is meant to approximate what happens in real clinical situations. Please answer within the time provided. Do not go back to previous questions after the time has expired. Do not begin to write until you are asked to do so. You will have an opportunity to practice this method before we begin the actual assessment. Let's do that now with Pat.
You know, people are making a bigger deal out of this than is really needed. Everybody I know smokes a little pot now and then.
Turn to sample A. Read and respond to the statement there. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
I mean, what is their problem anyway? Can't they see they're making a big deal out of nothing?
Turn to sample B. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop. Now you know how the video assessment works. In a moment, you will see an actor playing Lisa. You are to imagine that this is your first session with her. Your job is not to do an assessment or to solve the problem. Instead, we want you to listen and give responses that you think would be helpful to her. You don't have to be perfect in your responses, but should just try to answer as you might when working with a client. Remember, don't turn the page until you're asked to do so. Here is a little background information about Lisa. She is a 30-year-old, unmarried woman focused on her career. She comes to you for possible treatment after getting her first DUI. This is not a formal assessment. She admits to some light to moderate drinking with friends, but denies that it has affected her work. Her boyfriend drinks heavily, and Lisa tends to drink more intensely when around him. Her relationship has not moved forward secondary to her concerns about his drinking and its effects on her.
I don't know when things started to change, but somewhere along the line my drinking just sort of shifted. I mean, I did the usual partying in high school, no big deal. But then I went from having a couple drinks after work on a Thursday or Friday to also having wine with dinner, to having something before dinner as well as with it.
Turn to response 1. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
I mean, I'm here talking with you, which, no offense, isn't high on my list of favorite things to do. It means something ain't right.
Turn to response 2. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
But this DUI stuff is bullshit. I mean, I was right at .08. That cop was just hassling me. I think he wanted to date or something. So my being here is way overkill. You know what I mean?
Turn to response 3. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
On the other hand, I know the drinking and partying have gotten kind of out of hand. I don't think I'm an alcoholic or anything like that. I mean, my father was an alcoholic, and I know what that looks like, and I'm not there. But I don't want to get there either.
Turn to response 4. You have 120 seconds beginning now. Stop. Turn to response 5. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop. Turn to response 6. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop. This is Ulysses. You are to imagine that this is your first session with him following admission to your inpatient program. As with Lisa, your job is not to do an assessment or to solve the problem. Instead, we want you to listen and give responses that you think would be helpful to him. You don't have to be perfect in your responses, but should just try to answer as you might when working with a client. Remember, don't turn the page until you're asked to do so. Here's a little background information about Ulysses. He has been unemployed and homeless for a year. He previously worked construction and fishing. A knee injury ended his dream of becoming a professional athlete. It also causes ongoing pain problems and limits his ability to work. Religion was an important element of his upbringing. He comes to inpatient treatment after recently being released from jail for a drug possession charge.
To be honest with you, Doc, things ain't going that great, but what I'm doing, I smoke a little crack, hang out with the fellas, and we'd be drinking wine or whatever else we can get our hands on and try to come up with a hustle. Sometimes we beat somebody out of something or, break in the car, whatever we got to do. It's just the way it is. When you're out here and you don't have a home, you do whatever you got to do to survive. It's the way it is.
Turn to response 7. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
I don't know what good it's going to do me being here. Good thing is I got a place to lay my head. You know, you feed me 3 times, you know, and that's good because I'm not getting that where I was. I also know that unless I'm ready to make some changes, ain't nothing gonna change. I don't know, I've done this treatment thing before. That's what I know.
Turn to response 8. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
Well, I just, you know, I be trying to take care of myself. You know, being out here is a trip. You know, I gotta watch out not only for the police, but I gotta watch out for everybody else. You know, because sometimes you don't know who's who. You know, so it's not a movie. This ain't Wonderland. It's real. So I also know I ain't with sleeping on the ground either.
Turn to response 9. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
You know, things used to be pretty good. I thought, you know, I had a little house, had a woman, and she was fine, and we was getting along, and I got a couple of years clean. And then the party came. You know, I started getting loaded. Now she's gone. The house is gone, and here I am.
Turn to response 10. You have 120 seconds beginning now. Stop. Turn to response 11. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop. Turn to response 12. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop. This is Bailey. You are to imagine that this is your first outpatient session with her, and respond as you did for the first 2 clients. Remember, don't turn the page until you're asked to do so. Here's a little background information about Bailey. She is a 16-year-old girl who was an A student until a year and a half ago. Then her grades began dropping. Always a bit shy, she has become more sullen and withdrawn. Her parents suspected drug use, but Bailey denied it. Recently, they discovered marijuana in her room and have brought her to you for help. Bailey acknowledges smoking 3 to 4 times a week, as well as some other drug use.
So, what are you gonna do? Fix me? It's my parents that need fixing, not me. The losers.
Turn to response 13. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
It's like they never let up. Maybe I wouldn't smoke pot if they'd just get off my back for half a second.
Turn to response 14. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
Here's my dad, Mr. Helpful, trying to tell me how life is. I'm like, whatever, Dad. I mean, he's so full of shit. He smoked pot when he was a kid. I just wish they'd leave me alone.
Turn to response 15. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop.
They never believe what I say anyway, so why should I tell them anything? It's like they don't care about the truth or about me. It's just like, I don't know, like, oh no, our daughter's a drug addict. Let's go see a rent-a-friend. And they don't know the things that are really going on in my life. I can't tell them. They'd totally flip out.
Turn to response 16. You have 120 seconds beginning now. Stop. Turn to response 17. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop. Turn to response 18. You have 45 seconds beginning now. Stop. You're done. This concludes the vase. Please turn your answer sheet over, put your pencil down, and wait for further instructions.